Dear listeners, welcome to the healing station. Here at the healing station, we receive our healing. We receive our healing for physical sickness. We receive our healing for emotional problems. We receive our healing for mental problems. We receive our healing for financial problems. We receive our healing for psychological problems. Indeed, God begins to comfort us and to redeem us and to deliver us, and He turns our captivity around so that we're able to say, "The Lord has done great things for us, and we are glad." Today we are going to be talking about Naaman, and where we find the story in 2 Kings chapter 5 in the Holy Bible. Now Naaman is an honorable man. He's a soldier in the army. He's a commander in the army for the Syrian kingdom, and he's a very close ally to the king himself because he has won several battles for the Syrian nation, for the Syrian army. He's an honorable man. He's a man of valor, mighty man of valor, and is a very good warrior, very good at war. But there's this one big problem: he suffers leprosy. He suffers leprosy. Now there's this time when Syria had raided Israel and they took captive a young girl, and the young girl comes and ministers to Naaman's wife. She's the maid servant to Naaman's wife, and she tells Naaman's wife, "If only our Lord could go to Israel, to my home country, Israel, he would be healed of his leprosy, because there's a prophet, the mighty prophet, who can heal our Lord." So Naaman approaches the king with this information, the king of Syria, and the king of Syria is delighted, and he writes a letter to his counterpart, the king of Israel, and he says, "Here is my servant, that you may heal him of his leprosy." And with the letter, there is a gift. There is a gift, 10 talents of silver. There is a gift of 10 talents of silver and 6,000 pieces of gold and 10 raiment. So now the king of Israel receives the letter, and he panics, and he rents his clothes, and he says, "Have I become God to make alive, to kill and to make alive? Now that my counterpart here is telling me that I can heal somebody of leprosy, have I become God?" And he says, "This man just wants to pick a quarrel with me. He's picking a quarrel with me." And he rents his clothes, and he's distressed. Elisha hears of this matter, and he comes to the king and says, "What is your problem, king? Tell the man to come to me. Then he will know there's a prophet in Israel. Bring the man to me." So the man comes to, to Elisha. Naaman comes to Elisha with his servants and his chariots and his horses. A great caravan comes before Elisha, stands before the door. But he's disappointed because Elisha doesn't even come to the door. Elisha doesn't even come to salute him or to bow before him. And he's used to that kind of worship because he's a high level man. Instead, Elisha sends a messenger and tells the messenger, "Go tell him to dip himself in the river Jordan 7 times." To dip himself in the river Jordan 7 times. So when the messenger brings the message, Naaman is very, very upset, very furious, and he says, "Surely are there no rivers in Syria where I'm coming from? Don't we have Abana and Pafa as our rivers in Syria? Couldn't I have dipped myself in them and become clean?" But the servants talk to him, and they entreat him, and they tell him, "If he had asked you to do this great thing, if he had asked you to do this great thing, would you not have done it? If he had asked you to do something great, would you not have done it? This great thing, would you not have done it?" And therefore he obliges, and he goes and dips himself in the river Jordan 7 times, and his skin is as clean as that of a baby. He comes out of the water, his skin is as clean as that of the baby. The leprosy has left. So he goes back to Elisha, stands at the door again to say thank you, and he presents the gifts to Elisha. But Elisha says, "No, I'm not receiving any gifts. I'll receive none of these gifts." And Naaman says, "I now know that there's a real God in Israel. There's a real God, a mighty God here in Israel," and he worships. But Elisha says, "No, I'm not receiving any gifts. Go your way. I bless you. Go your way." So Naaman starts his way back home. On his way back home, Gehazi, the servant for Elisha, thinks to himself and says, "The master has let this man to just go without asking him of anything. I'll go towards him, I'll run after him and ask for something little." So he comes running after Naaman. And when Naaman sees him, he lights from his caravan and asks him, "What is happening? Is there a problem?" And he says, "Oh, my master has just realized that he needs something. He has received visitors, and he needs at least one talent of silver and at least two changes of raiment and perhaps a little gold." And now Naaman begins to give him the gifts. He gives him 2 talents of silver and a change of raiment. He goes back. When he goes back, Elisha asks him, "Where have you been?" And he says, "No, I've not been anywhere." And he says, Where have you been? Didn't my heart follow you? When you followed this man, you ran after him and then received gifts from him." And he says, "Is this time for us to receive gifts? Is it time for us to receive money or raiment or garments or oliveyards or vineyards or maid servants or men servants or sheep and oxen? Is this time for us to receive these things, to receive money, to receive garments, to receive silver and gold, to receive vineyards and oliveyards and sheep and oxen? Is this time for us to receive such gifts?" And he tells him, "The same leprosy that has left Naaman will cling to you and to the rest of your family, to your generation forever." And Gehazi leaves that place when he's white as a leper. So today we are meditating on the story of Naaman, how he received his healing. He received his healing, and we are saying that Elisha refused to receive the gifts, and Elisha was very much upset when his servant Gehazi received the gifts, and he said, "This is not a time to receive gifts." And then we like what Elisha had said. He had said, "Let him come to me so that he may know that there's a prophet in Israel." And indeed, Naaman knew there was a prophet in Israel. Today, at the healing station, we are saying, may God heal us of whatever ailment that bother us. May God intervene in our lives, whichever area. And then we are asking, is this a time to receive gifts? Thank you very much. Kindly follow, subscribe, like, share, comment, and then until we meet the next time again at the healing station, bye bye and God bless.